It's a Friday night here at AT&T Park. It's a beautiful night for baseball. Game 2 of this 4-game series, Cubs and Giants. Hi again, everybody. I'm Dwayne Kuiper. Alongside me is Mike Krukow. Well, as the season winds down, the Giants are still involved in this wild card race. So you got to win every game, and you play it that way. And I can't think of a better guy to be on the hill for the Giants than the young man tonight, Tim Lincecum.
Well, Tim Lincecum, since his career has started, has always been synonymous with one thing: stop jobs. When the Giants absolutely have to have a win following a tough loss, he has been the guy that has stood tall and given them that chance to win. Tonight, he would take the ball and he will try and do that very same thing. However, there is a little added flavor on tonight's ball game in that the guy that he'll be throwing the ball to, the catcher, it's Buster Posey making his first big league start.
And this is a big day in this Giants organization as these two kids, well, they'll be the battery tonight. Well, Mike Krukow is headed down to the field. The Willie Mack Award ceremony, that is coming up, so stay with us. We'll have that ceremony right after this. Here at AT&T Park, we are waiting for the Willie Mack Award ceremony. And this is always a very important night And it always happens, the last homestand in September. And this is an award that is voted on by the players for the most inspirational player. All right, let's go to our public address announcer, Rennell Brooks Moon.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the home plate area. To present this year's Willie Mack Award, let's welcome Giants broadcaster and a two-time Willie Mack Award winner himself, Mike Krukow.
Thank you, Rennell. It is a privilege to be here tonight for this very special ceremony, which is an extremely important part of Giants history. This award recognizes its honoree for both his individual achievement as well as his embodiment of the competitive spirit. At this time, I would like to introduce a man who wore his uniform with pride and passion and gave fans numerous reasons to cheer for the orange and the black. He hit 521 home runs during his illustrious career, which, until Barry Bonds came along, was the most ever hit by a left-handed hitter in the National League. He hit .320 with 45 home runs and 126 RBIs in 1969, and that's when he was the league's most valuable player. He holds the record for most home runs hit in the history of Candlestick Park with 231. In 2000, when AT&T Park first opened, he saw the first home run splashdown in the water that now holds his namesake. And in 2004, to commemorate his great achievements, a statue in his likeness was unveiled to honor him. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome one of the greatest Giants of all time, a member of baseball's Hall of Fame, number 44, Big Mac, Willie McCovey. Willie has made a request that he would like the Giants players and the coaching staff and their manager to come on out and stand by him, please. And now for the presentation. The Willie Mack Award is the only team award named after a former Giants player and is given each year to someone who best exemplifies the inspiration, character, and leadership that number 44 demonstrated during his playing days here in San Francisco. The Willie Mack Award is the most special award a Giant can receive because it's voted on by the Giants' teammates, coaches, and trainer. Tonight, I am joined by several past winners, including, if you look up in the booth, 1984 winner, he now broadcasts for WGN Cubs Television, Bob Brinley. The best catcher I ever threw to. An 18-year veteran, 1996 winner, Sean Dunston. A 13-year veteran in the big league level, one of the all-time favorites here in San Francisco, a two-time winner. He won it in 1997, he won it in 2004, J.T. Snow. A 13-year veteran, one of the best guys to ever walk through Mike Murphy's clubhouse. Please welcome the 2001 winner, Mark Gardner. And this last gentleman, one of your all-time favorites, a two-time winner. He won it in 2007, he won it in 2008. Please welcome Benji Molina. That brings us to the 2009 Willie Mack recipient. To present the award, here's the man himself, Willie McCovey.
Thank you very much. Thanks, Group. First of all, I'd like to congratulate all the past winners. Give them another hand, please. And it gives me great pleasure to introduce this year's winner, everybody's favorite, Matt Cain. Congratulations.
Thank you, Willie. Matt Cain has exemplified the spirit and attitude that all Willie Mack Award winners have done in the past. This young man has only been a major leaguer for 4 full seasons, and he conducts himself in the clubhouse with all the proper attributes that an established major league veteran of 14 years would carry. He treats this game with the utmost respect and is always supportive of his teammates. He is the youngest Willie Mack Award winner since Jack Clark earned the award in 1980 when he was only 24 years of age. Matt goes about his business the right way. He gives his all in every game that he pitches, and he never shies away from the media after a hard-fought game. He was named to this first All-Star team this season and has been a model for fellow players for his work ethic as he has now surpassed the 200-inning mark for the 3rd year in a row. A true professional, please welcome this year's 2009 Willie Mack Award winner, Matt Cain.
I just want to thank all my players for voting me to this huge honor. I couldn't have gotten through a lot of the situations if I didn't have the guys behind me helping me every day and going out there to push me, and the future players that we're going to see and the past guys that have helped me get to this situation. And thank the fans for coming out every time we come and play for the big thing that we want to do and win for the division. So thank you guys.
Willie McCovey and Matt Cain.
So Matt Cain is the 2009 Willie Mack Award winner, and very appropriate. There was a bunch of guys that very well could have won that award. All right, we got lineups and first pitch coming up.
All right.
Good.
All right. Ready?
The admission-free boardwalk is open this weekend. Very nice, 65 degrees, light winds, humidity at 76%, and it is clear. Not quite like last night where the fog came rolling in. All right, let's take a look at the Chicago Cubs lineup. A Cubs team that was victorious last night with a 3-2 win. It'll be Fukudome, Terrio, and then Micah Hoffpower. Hoffpower, last 13 games, he's been hot. Baker, Fontenot, Scales, Hill, Sam Fuld, and then pitching and batting ninth is Carlos Zambrano.
All right, what do you say we take a look at the Giants defensively? They'll have Bowker, Rowand, and Wynn. That's your outfield. On the infield, it'll be Uribe Sandoval on the left side, Velez, Ishikawa on the right side. Buster Posey, first career major league start, and he'll be handling the duties and the responsibilities to catching this gentleman right here. 31st start of the year for Lincecum. 14-6, 2.47 ERA, 247 strikeouts, 4 complete games, 63 walks against those strikeouts, 211 innings he has eaten up this year, and he has proven to be an innings eater in just his young career, second full season. And there you see Posey, who he doesn't really have the look of a rook. He kind of looks like he's been out there before, if that makes sense for a guy making his first big league start.
Here's the first pitch of the ball game, and it's driven to left. Bowker out of play. So right off the bat, we got Bowker headed into the seats. So Fukudome, who's hitting .259, waits on the next pitch, and it's in the dirt. 1 ball and 1 strike. Fukudome 1 for 7 against Lincecum. Last night he went 2 for 3. Out of play, 1-2. Lincecum 1-0 against the Cubs this year, 3-1 lifetime. Got him, and that's how this game gets started.
And that is a pitch that we didn't see a lot of in his last couple outings. He hadn't thrown that changeup very much. Well, you talk about establishing a pitch in one pitch. This is as nasty as you can throw that pitch.
This broadcast is on AFN, the American Forces Network, broadcasting to U.S. Armed Forces serving abroad and on ships at sea. They're watching around the world. We welcome you, and we sincerely thank you. The 1-0 to Terrio is low. 2 balls and no strikes. Terrio did not see the field last night. He's hitting .286. Pretty good year, 52 RBIs. And he shoots this one past Eugenio Velez for a 1-out single. Ryan Terrio is aboard for Aramis Ramirez.
A high fastball. Terrio, a good hitter above the belt. Gets a location mistake, goes right back up the middle. That's a disciplined bat.
Terrio with 21 steals, so Lincecum's going to have to keep him close. So here's Hoffpower. And he fouls it back.
The reason Hoffpower's playing tonight is when Derek Lee came into the dugout, he got hurt last night. So Derek Lee out of the lineup, and that is really it's a break for the Giants. I mean, he was their best hitter.
Foul back. .241, 10 home runs, 32 driven in. down low. Hoffbauer has faced Lincecum 3 times and he's 0 for 3. And he got him swinging on a pitch in the dirt. So 2 out.
When you go out there to start a ball game, you really don't know what's going to come with you from the bullpen. And you try to establish all your pitches in the eye of the team you're pitching against. You try to do as early as you can. Along with getting the curveball and the changeup and the slider over, you also have to throw a fastball to both sides of the plate, an inside strike and an outside strike. And I'll tell you one thing, Lincecum has definitely established that changeup.
Here's Jeff Baker. It'll be Davis behind home plate, Buckner, Everett, and Gorman around the horn. Baker at .329, 4 home runs, 19 driven in, and he drives what's in the center field. Rowan, does he have room? He does, and that ends the inning. Giants are coming up. Carlos Zambrano. Then it's Sandoval Uribe. Bowker gets a start, and why wouldn't he after last night? Ishikawa. Then Buster Posey, followed by Rowan and Lincecum.
So check out the Cubs defense behind Zambrano. They'll have Scales, Fold, and Fukudome. That's your outfield. Terrio and Baker on the left side of the infield. Fontenot and Hoffbauer on the right side. Coy Hill will have the assignment to put the fingers down for Carlos Zambrano. Let's take a look at his year. Zambrano making his 27th start. 28-year-old, big fella, 6'5", 255-pounder, an 8-year veteran out of Venezuela. And you're going to see a fastball that's got lots of life. He'll 4-seam and 2-seam at one of the best sliders in the league. And he'll throw a lot of those sliders. He's not afraid to throw a bunch. And you think it would take a lot of his arm. This guy is way strong. He can throw them all night long. Doesn't have quite the mid-90s consistency with velocity of his fastball that he had a couple years ago. Had 2 dings into his arm, but he still will battle again. Very competitive pitcher.
Velez, who went 1 for 4 last night with a couple of strikeouts.
Jerry Davis, plate umpire, telling Lou Piniella that the pitchers on the mound tonight are able to blow into their hand. They can't lick their fingers, but they can blow into their hand. Which, if you know how to do it, is better than licking your finger.
Yeah. That's what I do.
On a cool night, pitchers will ask umpires if they can blow in their hands. And here in San Francisco, it happens all the time.
Got him.
There's that reach back velocity. There's 94. I mean, he can still get it up there, 94, 95, 96 at times. But for the most part, he's going to cruise around the low 90s. Perfectly placed, and just shot one right by Velez, and Velez just got educated.
Here's Randy Wynn. Randy Wynn at 261. 2 home runs, 51 driven in, 6 for 11 against Zambrano with a couple of doubles and a home run.
It's been a while since the Giants have faced Zambrano. Last time they saw him was August of 2007. 2-1 lifetime against the Giants here at AT&T Park. Career-wise, he's 4-1 lifetime against him.
Bounces this one to second base. Fontenot has it. 2 outs.
Now that's the one he wants left-handers to try and pull. His fastball's got a nice little run that'll go away from the lefty. You got to try and remind yourself to stay inside that pitch and think the opposite way. This is a matchup that I've been looking forward to right here. A couple of countrymen going at each other.
That's right. You can get your Panda t-shirts. First pitch challenge. No balls in 1 strike. As if to say, all right, here we go. Out of play, 0-2.
It was great before the game. Sandoval was telling me, he says, yeah, you know what my daughter calls me now? I said, what's that? He says, Panda. He said, how do you say that in Spanish? He said, Panda. So it's official in the house.
He loves it. He loves it.
Zambrano's going at him in a pretty macho way. 3 pitches, 3 fastballs.
Oh, 2 with Uribe to follow. And he got him to end the inning. So round 1 goes to Zambrano. Second inning coming up. Nothing. Ugly finder. Oh, baby.
I love our fans. Yep, ugly finder. No doubt about that one.
Here's Fontenot. Takes a breaking ball for a strike. All right, here's the wild card race scores. The Pirates beat the Dodgers. Atlanta beat Washington. And the Rockies and Cardinals are tied in the ninth. Ishikawa knocks it down, 1 out. And here's Bobby Scales. Scales hitting .250. Giants saw Bobby Scales right when he got called up when they were in Chicago, and this kid spent a lifetime in the minor leagues. Velez and the 4-3 putout. Well, for every strikeout recorded by Tim Lincecum and the Giants in today's game, you will receive $1 off any bleacher ticket for Lincecum's next start, which will be next week on Thursday, the 1st, against the Arizona Diamondbacks. Go online to sfgiants.com starting 1 hour after the conclusion of today's game and type in code GIANTSK to receive your discount. There's a strike. Lincecum with 2 strikeouts in the first inning. Two balls and 1 strike. We're in the top of the second inning here at AT&T Park. In the dirt, 3-1. On deck is Coy Hill. Well, last night and tonight, completely different weather-wise.
Oh, it's beautiful out here tonight. Last night it was a little brisk.
Big chopper to Sandoval, and Sandoval to Ishikawa. And Lincecum with 3 ground balls. It'll be Uribe to lead things off. Let's take a look at our Chevron unsurpassed performance. It's all about Juan Uribe and how he does in September. His career in September, 300 batting average, 38 home runs, 122 RBIs, all career highs for any month. And he's done it again this September as he leads things off here in the second inning. Uribe, Bowker, Ishikawa against Carlos Zambrano. The bad, what do they call him? The bad
mammal.
The bad mammal. One of your favorite all-time nicknames.
That is one of the best all-time nicknames. And he is a man and a half in that body.
Yeah, plus he's just goofy enough where you never know what he's going to do. And the first hit of the game for the Giants. And what's new? It's September. There's a list of all the Willie Mack winners on that plaque. And you need to be in that picture. Where did you go? Were you like rushing up here to do the defense?
Hey, I was. I had to get. They shooed me off the field.
85, I did not vote for you. 86, I couldn't.
Well, thanks a lot.
There's a strike to Bowker. Dan Gladden gave me $20 to vote for him. So.
Bob Brindley, 1984 winner here tonight.
And that year I voted for myself.
Yeah.
I got one vote.
I think there was 25 guys that voted for themselves. It is really something that overwhelms you, and it certainly was the case this year with Matt Cain, the 2009 recipient of the Willie Mack Award. It is an award that is voted upon by your teammates, your coaches, and your manager, and your trainers.
Bowker lifts this one into center field, and it's Fold who makes the catch. At the last second, Scales came flying over there.
And Matt Cain joined a list of pitchers that have won the award. Dave Dravecki, Steve Bedrosian, Bedrock, Mark Leiter, and Mark Gardner, who is, of course, here tonight. The first guy to win it in 1980, Jack Clark, who won it at age 24, and Matt Cain joined him as another 24-year-old winner. And this is the man himself, Willie McCovey, who's given out the award to all the recipients since 1980.
Here's Ishikawa. Ishikawa, left center field. Is it going to hang up? It looks like it will. As Scales gets over there, 2 outs. And now Buster Posey will hit.
And it really has become a great tradition. And the reason it's such a great tradition is because of who the award is named after. And the best part about Willie McCovey is that he's here. He's here every day. And he knows the players. They know him. They talk baseball with Big Mac. And Willie McCovey was excited about this guy right here tonight, getting his first big league start.
He looks at a strike. He's one for 3 in his big league career. Had his first big league hit in LA last Saturday. And he finds himself behind in the count here, 0-2. Uribe led the inning off with a base hit. First hit for the Giants. Born in 1987.
That was a good year.
And he waves at a breaking ball to end the inning. 3 strikeouts for Zambrano. We will now head to the 3rd.
Timmy, guys.
All right, Amy, thank you. Here's Sam Fold. Pitches outside for a ball, 1-0.
That is very, very cool.
It is. Up the middle and a base hit. So Fold in front of the pitcher singles.
Well, tune in to Bay Area's #1 rated 11 p.m. newscast, the NBC Bay Area tonight at 11. Wake up with traffic and weather on NBC Bay Area weekday morning starting at 4:30 a.m.
Here's Zambrano. He can hit 13 for 64. He's got 4 home runs this year. And maybe Lupinella will not put the bunt on. Although he bunts at it and misses, and it's 0-1.
I mean, he's got 4 this year. That gives him a grand total of 20 home runs in his career. And that's one of the best hitting pitchers in the history of the game.
Watches that one go by. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Switch hitter. Don't see too many switch hitting pitchers. My favorite switch hitting pitcher of all time, Vida Blue.
Ooh, just outside, 2 balls and 1 strike.
And the reason I like Vida Blue, and he's my favorite switch hitter, is he would hit whatever side of the batter's box was closest to the dugout. That's the side he would hit at. And Vida could hit. One of the best athletes I ever played with, no question.
Stabs at this one, and Lincecum will get the out at first. Goes 1-4. And that'll bring up Fukudome. Fukudome struck out to start out the ball game. We are in inning number 3. A terrific matchup of Lincecum and Zambrano. Down low, the Giants will try to keep Fold close. He's got a couple of steals, and it's up to Velez and Uribe to keep him close, and now it's Uribe doing it.
Well, he definitely is improving. And he's very aware of it. It's something he and David Getty work out constantly. And he's improved in the way that he looks his runners back to second base. His unload time now is much improved. And for a while, I mean, you can see him consistently over 1-4. Now he's getting him under 1-2. Talking to Dan Roan today, who was the manager down in Fresno this year, and he had Buster Posey behind the plate. I said, what kind of release time does he have out of the plate? He said he's the second best arm that I've ever seen throwing to second base.
Wow. On the ground, Ishikawa with the nice backhand. He'll get the out, and on the play, Full goes to third. Do not ever take that kid's glove for granted.
No, he can play.
He can pick it.
JT Snow will tell you it's his feet that allows his glove to do what it does. Very quick feet, nice balance through the ball, good backhand, and a big out. Fukudome hit that ball hard.
Here's Terrio, who singled in the first. Chopper to Sandoval. Side retired, Lincecum. Strands Fold at third. Now it's up to the Giants as Rowan will lead things off.
which will include 3 Vespas, courtesy of Vespa of San Francisco. $1,000 in Chevron gas, and the grand prize, a trip to Scottsdale to see the Giants in spring training. No purchase necessary. Need not to be present to win. Visit sfgiants.com for contest details, or you can call 1-877-4-SFG-TICKS.
Rowan swings and misses.
You know what? Vespas, extremely cool.
Very cool.
And fun. Vespa of San Francisco, they are amazing, and big Giants fans, and we got to get one of those.
Rowan looks at a strike. It's a quick 0-2. Rowan has never had a hit against Zambrano. He's 0 for 7. Rockies just beat the Cardinals 2-1. Big breaking ball is up high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And Rowan out swinging. Well, a party tonight in suite number 61, and it's Martha Jane Jenkins and her husband Bruce Jenkins. Martha, after 20 years as the Giant staff photographer, is departing. And she's terrific. Huge fan. Doesn't miss anything. And plus, she takes great pictures. Lincecum takes low, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, on top of all that, she's talented, and we are definitely going to. We're just not accepting this reservation or this retirement or whatever it is she's telling us she's doing, because she has to be here. That's just the deal. Martha, we're not letting you go.
She's going to pull the Brett Favre. Lincecum swings and misses, 1 and 2.
Yeah, I think that's a good call. She'll pull a Brett Favre. You got to get her a Vespa.
Lincecum out swinging. Zambrano has got 5 strikeouts.
Well, he's got that sink running hard away from left-handed hitters, and the first time you see it, if you try and pull it, you're going to be overmatched. You really got to anticipate you're going to get that kind of movement. You got to think the opposite way. He's got his stuff working tonight.
Here's Velez. Velez bounces this one to second, and on 1 pitch he's retired, and that's it through 3. We will head to the 4th. Martha Jane, we're not saying goodbye, we're saying hello. And it'll be Hoffpauir, Baker, and Fontenot facing Tim Lincecum. And the first pitch is very high, 1-0.
Micah Hoffpauir does not lack for strength. He can hit him far.
Rolls this one foul. 1 ball and 1 strike.
You see a young hitter come up to the big leagues who's got great power. I mean, what he has to learn here is to be able to use his body.
Ishikawa.
Because, and that's the whole goal as a pitcher, to try and upset the timing of his lower body into a swing. If you can get him reaching, if you can take his lower body out of the swing, then you basically neutralized him. And you saw him reach on that ground ball to first, just a very benign AB. And this is where we have seen Lincecum grow as a pitcher. There are certain nights with certain strike zones against certain teams he will get strikeout totals, but for the most part he wants your at bat to be over in 3 pitches, and he wants to take the balance out of your at bat.
1 ball and 1 strike. One and 2.
Good curveball. And we haven't seen the curveball and the changeup working this early in a ball game for a while. It's been one way or the other here of late, and he's got them both going tonight.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Baker hit one to the wall in center field in the 1st inning.
He's got a good swing going right now. As we found out last night, he definitely knows the strike zone. He laid out some incredible pitches from Brian Wilson last night. And I don't know how he did that. But the guy's going good. He has an idea of that strike zone. And that's the case right now with Baker.
3 and 2.
Two slider, missed inside, and a 1-out walk. Well, right now we're going to ask our Aflac trivia question. And the question is, can you name the last National League pitcher to lead the majors in strikeouts in consecutive seasons?
Well, if that's a yes or no question, then the answer is no.
You cannot?
No.
I know it's not Kirk Reeder. And that's the only thing I'm sure of.
Let me think about that for a minute. 1-0 to Fontenot. Let's come out of whack right now. 2 balls and no strikes. Check swing, and Velez will run it down.
Boy, that was almost a fang.
Yeah, that's one of those where you think you did everything right as a pitcher, and it turns out the hitter is the one that benefits from it.
A little half swing. Can't quite get it over the head of Eugenio Velez.
Those are the ones that hitters are.
You don't even get a swing on.
Swing, and gonna miss. 0-1.
There's the dog. He's got as many charms as we've seen him have on of late, trying to work some magic here at the park.
Perfect pitch, 0-2. More shots of Big Mac around the ballpark. Scales steps out. Low and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Kind of dragged him through the garden there, showing him everything he had. First pitch curveball, second pitch fastball, third pitch changeup.
And he got him to end the inning. That's his third strikeout. Cubs strand one. Wynn will lead it off. At age 34, Willie Mays became the oldest player to slug 50 home runs in a season. He was also the youngest to accomplish the feat, hitting 51 homers in 1955 at age 24. Both these marks would later be broken, the youngest now being Prince Fielder at age 23, the oldest being the big fella at age 37 and 01. That's a true Giant story presented by Farmers Insurance. Visit farmers.com to hear real true stories from farmers, customers, and find a Bay Area agent near you. Farmers Insurance, ready feels good. Who's up?
That would be Randy Wynn, but you read that beautifully. You need some water?
Wynn, Sandoval, and Uribe. Two balls and one strike.
Yeah, that's the thing about Zambrano. You stand in that batter's box, you see that fastball as a left-handed hitter, and it snaps away from him. And about the time you get after it, he'll throw you a slider that starts off in the same plane, and then it breaks hard into you. And he throws that front door sinker as good as anybody now. His stuff kind of reminds me of a right-handed version of Bob Knepper. His stuff used to do that. It would come on a straight line and either go left or right. I don't know how anybody hit one. That's the changeup.
Good take. It's 3-2 with Sandoval on deck.
When Zambrano first came up, he was basically a two-pitch guy, but he has learned a lot about the craft of pitching.
And the walk that went to the backstop. First walk issued by Zambrano.
One thing you don't want to do with Zambrano is you don't want to tick him off. He's one of those guys that if he gets a little extra something on the game where he's mad at you or mad at the fans or whatever, there's a number of ways you can take him out of his normal rhythm. He accelerates and he can crank up arm speed just being mad at you. And he will throw it through the ear hole in the helmet.
Sandoval struck out in the second. And they're going to say Sandoval went around, and it's 0-1.
So far, every pitch you've seen from Zambrano has been a fastball.
Away.
And that's the first changeup you've seen. Yeah, there's some panda levers.
One ball and two strikes. Randy Wynn with his lead. They're setting up away again to Sandoval. And he bounces this one right up the shortstop. Terrio will take it himself. And he throws it into the dugout. Actually, it should have been a play made by Hoffbauer, but he didn't.
Well, that's a break. It throws high, but really for Hoffbauer, that's a ball that's got to be caught. And you can see the reaction of Hoffbauer. He knows it. I'm just waiting to see who the air is going to be on.
3.
It's got to be. I mean, Terrio does everything right. Man, the throw's a little high, but the ball has to be caught.
There'll be an error on the first baseman, and here's Uribe, who bounces this one to Hoffbauer. He will take it himself. 2 outs, and Sandoval goes to third.
Time to bring you up to speed with the AT&T Rapid Rewind. John Bowker last night put on a show with his glove. It's a sliding catch in the second inning. He had an RBI double in the fourth. The only fastball you saw him at bat. And then in the 7th inning in a 1-run ball game, he went yard. Home run number 2 in the year. That's our AT&T Rapid Rewind. AT&T, the nation's fastest 3G network. AT&T, your world delivered.
Bowker rolls it foul, and it's 0-1. Ball is high. 1 ball and 1 strike. Nice crowd here tonight. Not a sellout, but certainly close to 35 or 36,000. Maybe even more than that. Two and one to Bowker.
Zambrano's got it stretched out pretty good right now. He's throwing hard. You can hear the pop in the glove all the way up here. This figured to be a duel between 2 really good right-handers.
Below the zone, 3-1. Big chopper to Fontenot. And Zambrano will pitch through the walk in the air. 5th inning coming up. No score. And answered. Named the last National League pitcher to lead the majors in strikeouts in consecutive seasons.
Well, if you said Randy Johnson, and if you added that it was 4 straight, you were right. Lincecum could do it this year.
Here he's facing Coy Hill, Sam Fold, and Carlos Zambrano. One ball and one strike. Hill bounced out to Sandoval. Here he swings and misses 1 and 2.
Wow, you just don't often see major league hitters miss a pitch by that much.
And he got him.
Well, why not? I mean, he missed a pitch by a foot. You're going to come back and fill it till he improves upon it, and Hill could not. Well, be with us for the upcoming Arizona series. It's Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And for just $10,000, or $10 rather, for just $10, you can salute one of the most exciting teams. That's right, your Giants this year. You'll also receive a $5 credit towards food and beverage by just presenting your ticket at concession stand to redeem.
It'll be Uribe or Bowker or Rowand, and it'll be Bowker. 2 quick outs here in the 5th.
You can redeem that $5 credit at any concession stand, and as a thank you to our loyal fans of the Orange and Black. To take advantage of this great offer, visit sfgiants.com and enter the coupon code THANKS.
There's never more of a true T-shirt.
The guy has no chance to get a date tonight.
I'd say put the mask back on.
Then it's a lock. Gamer, though.
He's got his glove. Phone's ringing in his pocket. He's going to answer the phone. They're talking about you. His buddy's counting his cash. Three and 0 to Zambrano.
That's my favorite fan of the year right there, by the way. He's going to make a lot of money selling those T-shirts. Just want you to know that.
Be careful with Zambrano. 3 and 1.
20 lifetime homers, 4 this year. There's your 3-1 challenge fastball. He's up there looking for one thing. He was looking for a changeup.
And he got him for his 5th strikeout. Ishikawa, Posey, Rowan coming up.
Of the Willie Mack Award, and of course the award is voted on by players, coaches, and trainers, but not the fans. But we're going to give you a chance to vote anyway. It is our poll question tonight. Check it out at csnbayarea.com and find out the results on the Esurance Giants postgame live. Fellas?
All right. Thanks, Amy. Here's Travis Ishikawa. There's your winner. We've had years, Mike, where sit around having a cup of coffee talking about a couple of guys that might win the award. This year, there could have been 10 guys.
Really? That's a good point. This club, it's been a very close-knit club.
Little flip job out to left. Scales is going to put it away.
And I really marvel at how resilient they have been. I mean, they've taken some really, really tough emotional losses as a group, but they healed themselves.
They got over it faster than we did, that's for sure.
That is for sure. But you have to. I mean, you have to move on. And that's the importance of being a close-knit group.
Now I know why Harry drank during the game. He had it figured out a long time ago. Posey on a bouncing ball or short. It's Terrio. 2 outs.
A lot of ground balls tonight from Zambrano, and that has always been one of his strengths. I mean, he can get the strikeout, he can get the ground ball. He's got great stuff. But he's harnessed it, and he's learned a great deal of pitching. When he first came up, I mean, he was a rough AB. He was wild, just a bull out there, intimidating. And he has definitely polished things off here as he's matured.
Here's Rowan. By the way, do we know for a fact that Harry did?
What, drink?
Yeah, during the game.
No.
No?
Just legend has it.
One ball and one strike. I think Harry wanted you to think he did. He may not have. Rowan struck out in the 3rd. Right back to Zambrano, and that will end the inning. 6th inning coming up. 0-0. You guys ever seen a successful hidden ball trick used during a major league ball game?
Yes, we have. Have you ever pulled one off?
No.
Did you ever try?
Nope. 1-0 pitch to Fukudome is low and away. 1 ball and no strikes. Fukudome is bounced out and he struck out. I think it's an easier play to use if you're a third baseman or first baseman, because you're not always playing so far away from the bag. There's a bullet to right, and this is going to bounce to Randy Wynn, who's going to spin and throw, and Fukudome has got a leadoff double.
Well, tomorrow there are now 15 plaques out on the boardwalk. Tomorrow the Giants will honor Jonathan Sanchez. It'll be the Sanchez plaque ceremony. It's a pregame ceremony. It'll start at 11 o'clock. So come on out and see the new plaque that's going in there on the Walk of Fame.
Terrio shows bunt.
Sanchez will be only the fourth player to have a milestone enshrined on the court walk. Bonds, Rob Nin, Jason Schmidt are the other three.
Two and 0.
And that Walk of Fame permanently commemorates Giants' significant and historic moments that have occurred at AT&T Park. Again, the ceremony begins at 11 o'clock on the port walk, so join us. Hope to see you there.
2 and 0. And now Terrio bunts through a breaking ball. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. On the ground up the middle and a base hit. Rowan gets to it. Rowan's throw is going to be late, and it's 1-0 Chicago.
Now that's a pretty impressive at bat from Ryan Terrio. When you start talking about a guy that knows how to handle the bat, bat control has been respected ever since this great game started. And this is just a great bat control AB. That is a ball he's just trying to hit to the right side of the infield, and he finds a hole. Measured out the breaking ball, stayed inside it. Nice at bat.
Get him in, get him over, and he got him in. And here's Hoffpower. A double and a single to start out the 6th inning. Swing and a miss. No balls and 1 strike.
He is not picking that changeup at all.
First one on the scoreboard in the run column tonight, the Cubs. Fastball up and in, 1 ball and 1 strike. Swing and a miss, 1 and 2.
Again, the changeup. So if you're a hitter and a guy's doing this to you, I mean, what do you do? How do you make your adjustment?
Mike, the way I face Mario Soto, I'm the last guy to ask.
Well, he had a same type of a movement on a changeup with a 95-mile-an-hour fastball.
You got him. I mean, after a while, you just guess, and most of the time, you guess wrong.
Strikeout number 6. All of the strikeouts tonight have been swinging strikeouts. This is just lethal. I mean, we saw it with Jason Schmidt for years, and it's a pitch that Tim Lincecum didn't have when he got to the big leagues. He learned it, and it is as good a changeup as there is in the game.
Here's Baker. Baker flied to deep center field in the 1st, and he walked in the 4th. One ball and no strikes. I think maybe a testament so far, Mike, with Buster Posey behind the plate, is you don't notice him.
That's a great point. That's a great point. And the one thing that they like about Posey, they talked about in spring training when they first saw him, is that he's relaxed. Relaxed hands, soft receiver. And And that compliment was told to us by Bruce Bochy, another catcher.
3-0 to Baker.
And you know who the hardest guys are on catchers? Old catchers.
Oh, yeah. And a strike, 3-1.
The other thing too, talking with Dan Rowe, the Fresno Grizzlies skipper that had both Posey in the minor leagues, he said his unload time to second is consistent between 1.81, that's the fastest time we saw, and 1.9.
Runner goes, pitches a ball.
How about that throw? I don't care if it was a ball.
So what it is it's no play at second.
Well, it's a great way to show off an arm, and Dan Rowe has been around this game a long time and is a reliable source. Said the second best arm he ever saw, and that, folks, with a great unload time, is a cannon. Now, I know it's ball 4, it doesn't count, but it does count.
Here's Mike Fontenot. Fontenot is 0 for 2. On the ground, Uribe gets a weird hop. He's going to hang in there, and they got him. Nice play, Juan Uribe. Giants have some work to do.
The new recipient to the Willie Mack Award, which honors the leadership and just the outstanding athletic qualities and the qualities of a leader and a teammate, voted upon by his teammates. Matt Cain is the winner of this year's award at the Coors Light Freeze Camp, brought to you by Frost Beer. Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
Lincecum takes a strike. Lincecum, Velez, win. 6th inning. Giants have 1 hit. They may have 2, and they do. And the crowd, they may end up standing. They love that kid.
That little guy digs it. What do you say we make that our 4th quality drive of the game? There hasn't been a much done against Zambrano tonight, and here's a mistake. He got one up around the belt, and we have not seen that happen. He's been down around the knees all night long, and it was Tim Lincecum who got the knock and our 4th quality drive of the game.
That's his 10th hit of the year. Okay, Eugenio Velez is 0 for 2. And he takes a pitch down low.
3rd time tonight the Giants have got the leadoff hitter on.
Lifted to shallow left field for Scales. 1 out. And here's Randy Wynn. Randy Wynn is 0 for 1. He bounced out in the first. Drew a leadoff walk in the fourth. Center field. Sam Fuld is there. 2 out. The Giants cannot get anything going.
They just really can't square much up against Zambrano. I mean, he's really stayed out the sweet spot up and down the line the whole night.
Zambrano has not struck a Giant out since the 3rd inning. He had 5 through 3. Lincecum has spread his out. He's got 6 strikeouts. And Sandoval has not seen anything middle in any of his first 2 at bats. Everything's been away, away, away. Just like that, it's 1 ball and 1 strike.
That brought his glove, made a nice play, making friends out of it. Nice game, Dad. All right, check it out. Snagged it.
Yeah. I am the man. The 1-1 pitch to Sandoval. Bouncing ball up the middle. Fontenot to Hoffpower, and that ends the inning. Giants waste the leadoff single. Here comes the 7th.
The Giants' last scheduled home game will be against the Diamondbacks. Go online to sfgiants.com starting 1 hour after the conclusion of today's game. You can type in the Giants code GIANTSK and you can receive your discount.
Scales bounces the first one under the hand of Matt Sinatro, who just flat out booted it, and it's no balls and 1 strike.
That's a little harsh, isn't it?
Matt has the same problem I do.
What's
he
that?
Can't bend over to pick him up anymore. Hammered into right center field, and that'll be a base hit as Rowan gets to it. Well, the San Jose Sharks, well, they return October 3rd. New season, new network, Comcast Sportsnet California. First game will be on the 3rd. It'll be the Sharks and the Ducks. Pre- and post-game coverage of every game. Here's Coy Hill. Coy Hill with a bunt attempt, and he bunts it foul.
Second inning in a row that the Cubs have gotten that leadoff hitter on against Lincecum. I got that guy's album.
Wow. No balls and 1 strike.
Just missed outside with a fastball. I mean, normally you would never even consider a 7th place hitter bunting, but with Zambrano being as good a hitter as he is, I mean, it's a consideration.
One and 2. Coy Hill with a couple of attempts, and now he's behind in the count. One nothing Cubs. Hill rolls it foul for Lincecum. Pitch number 85. Yep, at the yard, having fun. Watching a big league hardball game. Is Hill out swinging? I think that's why Piniella had Hill at least trying to bunt.
That was last at bat. He kind of got overmatched with that changeup. Lincecum found out that he's not picking it up, and he finished him off with that same pitch. And I agree. That's exactly why Piniella put that bunt on. I mean, Lincecum will do that to you. Don't make a guy look so bad that you might consider bunting. He was nobody out, nobody on.
Here's Fold. Runner goes. It's a hit and run, and Fold fouls it at the plate. Fold at a base hit in the 3rd. The Cubs have 5 hits. Ryan Theriot with an RBI single in the 6th. Mom is doing some serious multitasking, but then moms are the best at that.
Yeah, that's what moms do. All that, she can take a picture. Huge Lincecum fan.
Swing and a miss. Nothing in 2. Lincecum will only have 1 more start on this season. In the dirt, and it goes through the legs of Buster Posey.
Fastball kind of stayed down on him. Let's watch how the ball skipped. Looks like a hit home plate. And that's when we're in trouble. A wild pitch for Lincecum. So the kid from Stanford, Sam Fold, going to have a chance to hit with a runner in scoring position.
1 and 2. The last start for Lincecum will be on Thursday. And after that game, the Giants will travel to San Diego for the final 3 games of the season. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fold shoots one into the hole and a base hit. Fold's got a couple of hits.
Well, nice 2-strike approach. Gets short. He got a fastball to work with. Stayed inside it. Found a hole on the left side. Ball got up on it, forward a little bit, but you talk about a small load and just protecting the plate in a 2-strike situation. That's a good approach. And we see a lot of guys come out of Stanford that have a really nice 2-strike approach.
Well, here's Dave Vergetti. So he sends down Runzler and Metters down to the bullpen. Vergetti departs. Zambrano is coming up. See the home runs, we talked about this earlier. 20 in his career.
That's the 10th most by a pitcher in Major League history. Will Ferrell holds the record at 37. And remember, Zambrano's only 28 years old.
Sickum with the double bluff. On the ground to Uribe, to Velez. Velez not in time.
And that's going to bring Bruce Bochy out. But I think Eugenio Velez thought he had a little more time. It just gives you an idea of the athleticism of Zambrano. I mean, he can run. And not often do you guys see a guy 6'5", 255 get down the line like this. C.B. Buckner, not one of the better umpires in the league on the base pass. Very close play. I mean, it looked to me bang bang. I couldn't tell if he was safe or out. If it's a tie, and the tie should go to the runner. This will be a good look right here. It's a tie. Umpire cannot be wrong. There, it looks like he beat it. Any way you put it, Cubs come up with another run because of the foot speed of Zambrano.
And a strike at the knees to Fukudome.
One more look. I think he's safe.
He beat it.
Good call.
I mean, either way that call is made by C.B. Buckner, a manager's going to come out. Either it's going to be Bruce Bochy or either it's going to be Lou Piniella. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Pitch number 95 is just thrown by Litzko. There you see the number of pitches in his biggest pitch totals have come in the last 2 innings. One thing you cannot say with Zambrano out there on the base pass, he's not plugging up the base pass either. A base hit here with 2 outs, and he's a good bet to score.
Terrio has a couple of hits and an RBI. There's a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Swing and a miss. 1 and 2.
Good changeup. He is softball big time right now. Everything he's throwing up there is good ball, sliders, and changeup. Here, another changeup to get a swing through second strike.
On the ground to Uribe. And that'll do it. The Cubs pick up a run. Giants now trail by 2.
To cover the unexpected, Shield helps. Visit BlueShieldCA.com and by Comcast HD with more HD than anyone, period.
All right, let's check out our McDonald's game summary. Not a lot to talk about for the Giants. Terrio's got an RBI single. Zambrano's got an RBI, and he's pitched well. Uribe and Lincecum have the 2 hits for the Giants. Lincecum, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts. And that's our McDonald's game summary. It'll be Uribe, Bowker, and Ishikawa.
Giants need to open up a can of offense here in a hurry.
Well, Zambrano. With 5 strikeouts, 1 walk. 1 and 2 is Uribe, swings and misses.
And that's only pitch number 66. He has not really had to go deep in an inning.
And he got him. So that's the first strikeout for Zambrano since the 3rd inning. He's got 6 total, and here's Bowker. Bowker is flied out and he's bounced out.
He's just been painting corners, and now he's really stretching out. That fastball, the highest velocity fastball we've seen tonight, 96. Bang, goes right back to it at 97 and doesn't get the second one.
Well, he's got an air of confidence going on right now. You see Rensler in the bullpen.
Big difference with 2-run lead as opposed to 1-run lead. Nobody on base, you can just go right at guys, especially when you're throwing 96, 97 mile an hour sink.
Three and 1. And Bowker goes after the 3-1 fastball and fouls it. It's 3 and 2. Payoff pitch is skied into left field. Scales will put it away. Tune into the Bay Area's #1 rated 11 p.m. newscast, NBC Bay Area, tonight at 11. And wake up with traffic and weather on NBC Bay Area weekday mornings starting at 4:30. Bowker 0 for 3, and here's Ishikawa. Ishikawa swings and misses, no balls and 1 strike.
And that really has been the bread and butter all night of Zambrano. That good, hard, sinking mid-90s fastball that he's been able to locate away on that outside corner. And look at those numbers: 3 single-digit innings in pitch count.
Down the left field line, that'll be out of play. It's 1-2.
Giants have really, they haven't done much to make adjustments to go out and get that pitch. But if you try and get up on top of the plate, then he bores 96 on the front side and goes front door sinker on you. It's a rough assignment right now. He definitely takes swing away from you. You got to get short.
On the ground to short. Terrio has it, and Zambrano just mowing him down. Another 1-2-3 inning. We will head to the 8th.
Of the past winners of the award, Mark Gardner. He said that it's just an honor to be mentioned in the same breath as Willie McCovey, and JT Snow, who said what makes this award extra special is you're recognized for things you do off the field as well, how you are in the clubhouse, how you are on the road, and of course they both said to be forever linked with Willie McCovey is just really cool. Kruk, you probably know something about that.
I do, and it is an honor. And the best part about it is for all the Giants players, and really since I've been here in San Francisco, Willie McCovey is around, and you get to see firsthand just what type of gentleman he is, and you get to understand what that award is all about. The great Willie McCovey is the greatest Giant, amazing man.
When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change tune-up and smog experts. Runsler facing Hoffpower.
Dan Runsler, 8th time he's come in, and he's been fantastic. Just 7 base runners and 5 2/3 with 6 strikeouts. You're going to see 4-seam fastballs with mid-90s range, a good curveball and slider combination.
Bowker going back. Now he comes in, and he has to go down to his belly to make the catch.
That fly ball had some personality.
Wow.
This is a wrestling match. Opposite field, swing it out on a breaking ball. And boy, when it was all said and done, he went about 6 different ways to get this thing gobbled into his glove. Nice play. I don't think off the crack of the bat he thought that was going to be that tough.
Here's Baker. Baker takes one wide and low. Drives it to right, and Randy Wayne will put it away.
Well, check out 49ers postgame live this Sunday, immediately following the 49ers Vikings game. You'll see right here on Comcast Plus. Join Gary Radnich, former Mary Willie Brown, and the 49ers great Eric Davis as they talk about the 49ers game and all other facets of life. Check it out right here on Comcast Sportsnet Plus. A must-see.
Here's Fontenot, 0 for 3. And Ishikawa right at the bag will put it away. Buster Posey will lead things off for the Giants.
Off here with Buster Posey. Posey on the night, 0 for 2, a strikeout and a ground out. Just 2 hits tonight so far off of Carlos Zambrano, and he has thrown 77 pitches as he starts things off here in the bottom of the 8th. And it's been pretty one-dimensional. It's been the good hard sink at mid-90s velocity that has baffled the Giants. Mixing a slider like you just saw the Posey, an occasional changeup. And he has a 2-hitter going.
And Buster Posey behind in the count. And he got him.
Well, a reminder that Sportsnet Central is tonight at 10:30. You can see right here in Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. Join Damon Andrews and Jamie Sire. They'll recap this game. They'll give you some updated news with the 49ers and Raiders. And they'll have Don Nelson talking about Steven Jackson. You'll see it all right here on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. Sportsnet Central tonight, 10:30. Check it out.
Rowan bounces this one foul. Rowan is struck out and he's bounced out. It has been all about Carlos Zambrano tonight.
He has just been masterful.
Rowan is 0 for 9 lifetime against Zambrano. 1-2.
Cubs have some action down their bullpen. It's left-hander John Grabo. And there you see the Giants have the big unit. Randy Johnson getting greased.
See you later.
It has been a hard night for Aaron Rowan. He thought that pitch was low. And the fans here are letting him know it. And I think he may have a pretty good beef there, but the way that Zambrano has been throwing, he has been in or around that strike zone all night long. And Jerry Davis, the plate umpire, in the 8th inning, you would expect to see him getting a little width on that zone.
Fred Lewis will pinch hit. First pitch strike. Lewis hitting .264. Has done a good job coming off the bench. Lewis 10 for 34 as a pinch hitter, with 7 RBIs. Two balls and 1 strike. Lewis trying to get on for Eugenio Velez.
The pitch count a low 87 through 8.
High and deep into left field. Back is Scales at the wall, and he makes the catch up against the wall to end the inning. It remains 2-0 Cubs. Game time will be right about 1 o'clock, so check us out. And tomorrow's game, Mike and I will be headed over to the radio side. A 1:10 start on KNBR. So check us out tomorrow, and then back on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area on Sunday. Randy Johnson is the new pitcher. He comes into a 2-0 ball game, and he's facing Bobby Scales.
There you see the report card on this season for Randy Johnson. Missed a great deal because of his shoulder injury. And he proved a lot of people wrong when he worked his tail off to get back in and put himself in position to help his club out of the bullpen. And his teammates have nothing but respect for the effort that he has put in this year.
Big chopper to Uribe. One out.
And the way that Randy Johnson looked back from an injury at age 46 would lead you to believe that he's not done, that he wants to come back next year. And he's throwing now is pretty much like he was throwing early in the year. When you look forward to his start every 5th day. And think about it, if he finds a home down the bullpen, he can hang for a while.
Okay, here's Coy Hill. Hill is 0 for 3. What's this neat having the guy around?
Yeah. It's like having another coach.
This is rolled foul. It's 1 ball and 1 strike.
99 fastball. I mean, 46-year-old guy still throwing 90 in the big leagues, getting big league hitters out. That's impressive. 21 years in the big leagues. And this guy might be able to hang around till he's 50.
Who knows?
Carlos Zambrano, age 28. The bad mammal.
He's been that tonight. 1-1 to Hill. Hit right at Aaron Rowan in center field. 2 outs. And here's Sam Fuld. Fuld had a base hit in the 7th inning. It put Bobby Scales at 3rd, allowing Zambrano to knock him in on a fielder's choice. And a bullet into right field for Sam Fuld.
3-hit night from Cubs center fielder.
And Zambrano gets the hit. And he will turn around and bat right-handed against Randy Johnson.
Four home runs, 10 RBIs.
Swing and a miss. He's going to try to yank one. It's 0-1.
I think he tries to yank one every swing he's ever taken. He's using a log up there. Look at the size of the knot on that bat.
A line drive. Bowker lets it shoot by him. And with that, Sam Fuld is going to score, and it's 3-0.
And that was a loud line drive. I'm telling you, he's a man and a half in there. This guy has strength that you don't normally see. And that is a bullet. And once it scoots by Bowker, Sam Fuld has got good speed. Easy score. 2 outs at first.
2 RBIs in the game for Zambrano. Here's Fukudome. Johnson wants to talk to his catcher. Fukudome takes a strike. Cubs with 8 hits, the Giants with just 2.
1 mile-an-hour fastball, 2 in a row. Bang, bang.
Tipped off, too.
He is ticked off. It always does fry you a little bit when another pitcher gets a hit off
Only had 2 quick outs as well. And Fukudome out swinging. An insurance run for the Cubs. Giants need 3 to tie.
It's brought to you by Panda Express. Try Sweet Fire Chicken Breast only at Panda Express. And Pablo Sandoval today, just looking at the pregame routine as he was putting some stickum on his bat, getting ready. The Panda will hit third in this inning.
Zambrano trying to go for the complete game shutout. Does not have a complete game. New center fielder is Colvin. And Fold moves to right. Velez taking all the way, and he takes a strike. Foul back, 0-2.
That has been the money pitch all night long. We're talking mid-90s velocity with big-time movement, running hard away from the left-handers. He has jumped out to so many 0-1, 0-2 advantages with that fastball.
Look out, right past Randy Wynn.
That was a world-class emergency swing. You've seen him use that swing here the last couple nights. He's had to.
He's 0 for 3 tonight. Towards the hole, cut off by Baker, who throws him out. 1 out. And here's Randy Wynn. Tomorrow it'll be Barry Zito against Tom Gorzolani. Randy Wynn has been on base. He walked in the 4th. Uribe singled in the 2nd. Lincecum singled in the 6th. Those are the only 2 hits for the Giants tonight. And on some nights you might say, well, Giants have hit some balls hard right at people. You can't say that tonight.
No, there has not been many balls squared up in the sweet spot.
right at the third baseman Baker, 2 outs.
And that's the approach you really needed to have tonight with that fastball. Zambrano been pretty predictable that side of the plate. Mid-90s velocity, painting the outside corner to lefties. And once you know it, a good approach, you can find a glove.
Full. Sandoval against his fellow countryman is 0 for 3. And he lifts one to left, and this should do it. And that's the ball game. So the Giants go quietly tonight. And out on the hill, Carlos Zambrano with a complete game shutout, his first of the year. In game 2 of this 4-game series goes to the Cubs. So the Cubs win last night 3-2, and tonight shutting out the Giants 3-0. As Zambrano only allows 2 hits and he strikes out 8. Join us on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area Sunday afternoon as the Giants and Cubs close out the series with Giants pregame live. That is going to start at 12:30. Stay tuned. Esurance